Who's ready for some boom, baby, boom, right and shine. Day after so much wind and so much frustration, your boy Marky Saint waking up in the morning motivation, about to go up to Oasis. Man, there's no cars here. This is a fucking full trip. Change is inevitable, baby. Some days you got all the things you think are planned and going in one way. I'm going up to Oasis where I used to stay, and you're gonna get to see one of my dreams get laid to waste in front of me. Yep, that's right. Oasis bought out Easy House and knocked it down, and I'm about to go up here, take some photos, witness the change, looking around this old village and just noticing change after change. It's inevitable. Saints Addiction. We out here. Up here apparently now is going to be a new road for the zip line, and I'm here watching them trying to build this out in time. And okay, I had my fucking Wi-Fi on, but sometimes it's not working, so I'm gonna go back up and go see this dream of mine be flattened. I wanted to build bungalows up here, and then they were killed. And you have to embrace and drive change. You have to look yourself in the eye and say, this is the dream that I want to realize, or this is what I want to do, and come down. And some people want to stay day at night, and I can tell you how many years I spent going up and down this hill on and out, to find out a week later that things change. Owners change, names change, places change. Nothing remains the same. And I'm going up here to look at the inevitable change. Man, this hill used to kill me, bro. It still kills me because here are people coming down now. It's a tough one. Have a good one. Used to be on a bike. Always an old white dude with a Thai lady and a place to stay. And I stayed here gratefully for 6 months last year, now the year before that, and didn't pay a thing but $40 a month for water and electricity. And I wanted to buy this place. And it sold too. And now, inevitably, you'll get to see what I saw. And that is, the place I grew up here is no longer here. Easy House is easily gone. Look at this. Of course there'd be some people. Oh my God. Look at that. It's gone. Easy House is officially easily closed, and it is no longer here. Wow. Change is inevitable. It's just flattened. There was so much awesomeness, and now they're just watering it. This whole empty shit. What a trip. It is no longer here. Exactly where I stayed will be more bungalows. It was like it was never here. And they're just growing out the grass. Yep. And just like that, it just becomes, yep. And just like that, it just becomes land. About 2 rye worth of land. I hear 1 million bought worth of stuff here, and it's now all gone. Everything that I knew and loved and walked up to, I used to come like right about here to the edge. And there was a beautiful durian tree, and now it's gone. They kept a couple of the palm trees, but just knocked it all down. And this used to be right about here where I stayed. I'd come right about here and park up, and now there's not even a toilet here anymore. It's just completely flattened, and there's some wood back there that they saved, but it's barren. And this used to be my iced out neighbor, and that's gone too. Just gone right to the rocks. It just goes to show you that inevitably change will happen, regardless if you're ready for it regardless if you even know it. Somebody is going to have a different plan for the same space that you have. And somebody else was writing that. I think it was Mike Epps, but he was like, even the house that you think you own right now will eventually be owned by somebody else. And that's a scary thought, you know, to think that your car, I look at it all the time when I'm in a, what do you call that? When you're doing a, fuck is it called? Come on, Mark, where's my brain right now? When I'm going to like a flea market or a thrift store, that's what I wanted to talk about. And in the thrift store, guess what? Everybody's thrifting. I'm gonna go up to this tree house right here and do the morning motivation. But you know, everything I look in that building is so sad and scary because guess what? It's all changed. You know, everything's been changed. Life changes, people change. You know, you think you know so much, and then all of a sudden your favorite glasses, they're on someone else's counter. The china you protected so hard, it's now belonging to someone else. Look at this beautiful pool. Yeah, Oasis is nice and always changing. They made everything come out. Let's see if anybody's here. Yes, bless. We're not to have this conversation. Good morning. Hey, brother. I just put my... Yeah. And then come back down. Is there no party today? You going to Margaritaville? Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's a toilet. Okay. And then I'll come back down and I'll order something. Sure. Yeah, thank you, brother. And that's change. It's inevitable. I can leave my bag and feel safe. I can plug in. You're gonna welcome back to the tree house. So much magic coming up here. So much magic. Oh, there's a cat. Cat's on shirts. Just not even worried about being this high up. Cat's on shirts. Shirts for cat. Don't mind him. He don't mind me. Just go around the treehouse. Watch your head. I'm very familiar with this place. He said, take your time. So I will. I will take my time. I will come out here and get high enough to see the ocean view. Yes, bless. The ocean's still there. And that's what you can kind of count on when you look for new places or extensions or something like that, is that eventually everything you own will be somebody else's, and you'll get white in your beard and you'll get wrinkles on your forehead and your energy level will dip a little bit. And that's just part of the message this morning, is just how change is inevitable, that you are watching and eyewitnessing the passing of your time. I'm looking at the ocean behind me, but that's what it is. It's just time through an hourglass, and eventually it catches up with all of us. Look at this white, bro. Look at this white in my black beard. It's inevitable. And as I am 45, soon to be 46, it just ticked. At first you think it's daily, and then you think it's monthly, and then you think it's yearly. But really it's like years. Years just go by and start lapping us, and we don't seem to be aware of us. So we're gonna have to have the morning motivation and just come and chill here. Usually there's a pool party here, but I think it's gonna be at Margaritaville, you know, and we're all the way up into the ocean. They built as far as they could into the mountain, and now they're building down there. And money talks and bullshit walks. I thought I could raise the funds, 20, 30 grand for my friend in Italy, and it just didn't happen. So what's up, everyone? Life keeps on going, even if there's no smoking. They said cigarettes. I'm smoking a joint. But that's life. Life goes by so fast, and like I can't believe I've been here a week already, and I've already met like a different girl every day, and now my German model's here. She's in Bangkok, headed this way, and in about 3 days we'll be doing photo shoots, and life changes. So I believe in this mountain. Maybe I got to build further down there. That's fine. The dream has changed. Exactly where I stayed for 6 months of my life and since 15 years is gone. Flattened, and everything that you probably hold on to will be gone too. Even these trees, like this big ass tree right here. Shit changes, bro. And one day it'll be gone too. And money talks, bullshit walks. I thought I had it like that, that I would get a windfall of money and buy those bungalows down there and rebuild them for Saints Addiction and make it my mission to get people from addiction. And yeah, I made that rhyme. See that island right there? And it's gone. And I have to wrap my head around not being the same. I remember kissing my girl here, and I remember doing a photo shoot here, and so much love was made in that bungalow. And that was the last life of that place. So everything that you hold true and dear, you're not taking it with you. Ask King Tut, King Tutankhamun. You know what I'm saying? He thought he could. There they are. Pull up, pull up. Got the people looking at the thing, and life goes on. And that's your job, is to live now, because it will go past you. I always wondered when I was 17. I was 15 when I started this journey, and I said I wanted to do what I wasn't afraid to do and boldly go places I never been, and here I am, living the life of Riley up in a fucking tree house. You know what I'm saying? Looking at oceans and islands and interpreting time. Time is such a fickle creature. Keep thinking about Aristotle and talking about things that don't exist anymore. Your past is gone. No changing it. It's already dripped through the hourglass. The future, it doesn't exist either. Isn't that weird? Those two things don't exist anymore. Only exists is that one little droplet that goes through the hourglass. That one little sand, that one little grain of sand goes through, and that's our time to be alive. And that's why we appreciate life, and that's why we are so, um, reverence for life. My spiritual mentor said if I threw a baby in the air, everybody would just jump and try to save it. We have a reverence for life. We see it in the trees, in the birds. You can hear chirping around me, and all these things, they're real. And we want to make life and preserve life, and that way other people can enjoy this amazing thing called life. Because I'm alive, I could get to see and feel the ocean breeze and hear the ocean waves and observe and feel this thing called life. And it goes by fast. I'll tell you what, it's already been a week. You only get 60 days. And that's why I tell people, you need more time here. You know what I mean? More time for everyone. And that's what I want to do. I want to come up to the hill so people can see the ocean view, get above the trees, and recover their feelings. There's so much out there, especially in the Western world, where we're inundated by stress and competition, that it makes us miss, and social media, it makes us miss the now. We don't live in the now. We live in so far off place, far away from the present moment. And as I absorb this moment, I get inspiration to build higher and get up high enough so I can see the ocean view and be able to see an island and be able to build the tree house and make this into a hot tub. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a hot tub. Can I get a hot tub? And I know it's going to be heavy, and I know it won't probably get to fit in the tree, but everybody can dream. And this is my dream. I just got to talk to my grandma this morning. Happy Thanksgiving. And last Thanksgiving, I skipped a season. I guess it was a busy season. So I could come with my family in Las Vegas, buy everybody Thanksgiving dinner. And I guess they all went back to Black Bear Cafe. Nobody wants to cook, nobody wants to clean. And I guess my brother had a baby. Congratulations, Jeremy. And I guess I'm an uncle again. I didn't even know that. By default, he didn't even call me and let me know, but that's my family, and I come here to heal myself with these things, you know. I come to bathe in the waters and be in the oceans and be available for awesome things like life, and how it's such a blessing to be able to come out here and be in a jungle far away from civilization. And I get in my zone of what I'm going to do with my time. What am I going to create next? I signed my first model today. Just found out, got the DocuSign. Moving ahead on my dreams and making my reality mine. So I got friends coming, and I plan on enjoying my time with them, and like kind of blowing like the first month, because I was last 2 months in Vietnam just working. And I brought my laptop too, so work needs to get done, you know. Got my installations getting printed and installed, you know, all the way here from a bungalow with my shirt off. And that was a dream of mine too, to be able to make income so I could pay my rent, 330 US dollars, so I could stay on the island in paradise. And sure, the other place got knocked down. It needed to be knocked down. It had termite mounds, and it had a lot of broken roofs, and it was a little bit of a junkyard. So change happened. It needed to be moved forward. It was like 5 seasons like that. It was just an eyesore. But they knocked it down, and they said, hey, we're going to build some more. And I hope they build more character, because these guys really know how to build. They really are good business people. Shout out to Flores and his girl. You know, there's a swimming pool right there. So I want to put a hot tub. I don't know if you could put a hot tub around the tree to support that much weight, you know what I mean? But a hot tub in a tree. Maybe we have to put some concrete around it too. That's what we'll have to do. Just do some pillars of concrete and put a hot tub in a tree, and just enjoy things, you know, enjoy life and make the most of your time. I know I'm on this phone, so it's hard to tell somebody to get off the phone, but you know, when I'm off the beach, I'll be on the laptop and reminding myself that there's a sunset going on, and you know, that there's a whole life that needs to be lived, and you're gonna end up missing it, you know. And life is worth living, you know. I was suicidal, I was depressed. I've had so many things that make me want to regress and go back to these things, and lost babies and lost loves and lost opportunity. um, yeah, I even hear my ex is coming back to the island, so that scares me. You know, I haven't talked to her since we lost the baby, so I won't even know what to say to her. But all I know is the future is untold, and it doesn't exist yet. You have the time to create it. You have the time to go inside your mind and say, what am I going to do with my day? What am I going to do with myself? Where am I going to put my being on this chessboard called life? And who am I going to share my being with? Am I going to just sit on a couch and sit next to somebody that I'm comfortable playing video games all day? I did that before. Am I going to sit around, masturbate, and smoke weed all day? I did that before. Am I going to stay inside and not feel like myself, and end up capturing myself in my own room, being my own prisoner, even though I'm free and I'm not in jail anymore? You'd think I'd be outside every day, but this is what I envisioned 2 years ago when I was in jail. I was like, fuck this. I could be underneath some palm trees, you know what I mean? I don't need to be here. I could be out there, and now the breeze is coming across my skin, and I just feel so much calmer. It's easy to fall in love in paradise. It's easy to want to live this life. It's so lazy and beautiful, and it's paradise, right? Who doesn't want to just snap their fingers and order some food, and next thing you know, I got eggs Benedict with spinach and like shakes on tap and unknown, awesomeness that could happen. And who knows who's the next beautiful model I run into? We got these Chinese girls, they're supposed to model for me. I got a German girl on the way, and I just signed my first model today, and she's fucking awesome. So I'm excited to do these things. I'm excited to make more of my visions a reality and spend what little time I have left. If you only have 75 years, I'm 45. Whatever I have left of this, well, let me do that math. I don't want to do that math. 30 years left. So I've been doing this for 15. I can do it another times two and build something with my life, not just be out here, not just be leaning. Whew, what a view. But also believing and achieving and doing things that I put my mind out to. Some of the farthest reaches of my mind is to like live on this island, and it's been 15 years of coming here. And sure, Easy House is gone now, but it can be built again. It needed to be built again. All the termites had eaten all the wood, and all the roofs had caved in. So either they were going to build on that site, or it needed to be rebuilt, and it needed to be moved out. There was so much trash and junk there. It was like a fucking white trash front yard. So yard sale on a constant. But now this beautiful view, these beautiful islands, this beautiful life is in my hands now. And sure, I didn't get to have Thanksgiving meal with my family, but I did last year, and I didn't feel that much appreciation from that either. Not many thank yous. So I'm gonna skip it. Skip Thanksgiving. I missed my cousin Adriana's wedding. I didn't even know my brother had a baby. Like, there's a price to pay for paradise. Don't get that twisted, but you also have to learn how to live your life. You're gonna have to find a way to say, I want to be somewhere. I want to be around people talking about investments or building bungalows or living abroad, and dreamers like my boy Thomas, who just inspires the fuck out of me the way he's got it set up. And there's so many different places that uh, could be in the world. These people could be anywhere in the world, and they choose to come here like me every year because it's just so picture perfect. I just came from Vietnam. There was plastic all over the beach. It was plastic beach, and not in a gorilla's good kind of way. Lyrics on shirts, but you know where I wanted to spend my time. I wanted to be here, back around my Thai family, and witness Sai grow up and teach her English, and um, got a discount on my rent. And sure, I live in a box, but I get out of the box and I come look at the ocean. It's so inspiring. I get out of my head. I focus on the now. I focus on my breathing more. All the sensations, all the sensations, from the women to the leaves to the oceans, the ocean views. It just all inspires me. So I said, okay. First, I just wanted to keep coming back, and I did that. And then last time I came with no money and I had nowhere to stay, and they provided for me before this place got tore down. And I got the ultimate single solo bungalow for 6 months of my life for $40 a month for electricity and water. And I pinching myself. This is how much love I was making, and how much love was found, and how much love was lost. This is a whole surreal thing for me. So when I come back up here, I'm inundated with flashbacks and situations that I thought were the way they were, and now things have changed. And every year you come back and things have changed. Sure, I wore this beautiful, let me get this from my this island that mama gave me 2 years ago. I said, I got no money. She said, me neither. Here you go. And it's been on my neck for 2 years. And I came back and I paid her 100 baht, and I said, thank you. She said, you not forget, mama? I said, no, I not forget. I wear it every day for 2 years, and it's been a blessing for mine. So this is this island man with his hair all grown out and receding hairline and gray in his beard, and been coming here for This is for 15 years, and since I was 30 years old, and I was bold enough to say I wanted to change in my life. I sold the car, sold the condo, sold the career, and just went. And I didn't even know what I was going to do. I just thought I was going to teach English, and even that contract didn't work out. And I ended up in Thailand and ended up speaking the language and falling on the motorbike. You know what I'm saying? Like, first day, first hour here, and it chose me. And I said, okay, I'm so happy. I got to find a way to keep this going. And that's when Saints Addiction was born. So I said I was going to build this, and I did. And now there's my dream sitting right there in front of me. I wear my own logos, you know. I live a life of Riley. You know, I snap my fingers and omelets show up. I go outside and grab the frisbee, and people show up. If I start picking up trash, people come off their ass and come help. That was where the plastic pocket challenge came out. So, you know, I don't let my past plague my present. I'm not allowed to complain anymore, and all I can do is do my best job is to enjoy the now and make the most of my time and the most of my mind and whatever time of life that I have left. Um, I'm gonna do more. And that's why I call it Saints Addiction. I'm gonna build these bungalows. I'm gonna call my shot. I'm gonna film my movies. I'm gonna call my shot. My websites are gonna be launched and successful. I'm gonna call my shot and be able to continue this life. November to April, 6 months of the year. Be able to chill in paradise, and then see if I can get my ass back into Finland and be able to stay there. This is beautiful, and I have basically the best air, the freshest air on earth. This is a what do you call this? This is a it's not more than a jungle. What do they call it in the Amazon? It's some of the purest air and purest water on earth, straight coming from the mountains, from the rain, and that's the same for Finland, air and water. So I go to the best parts of the planet, the best parts of their season. Right now it's snowing in Finland. Shout out to my boy Tuomo, who was smoking his joint outside in the snow. I couldn't tell the difference between the smoke and the snow. Oh hell no. Shout out to Aki. Oh hell no. You know, oh hell no. You know, just the oh hell no. I'm gonna be out here in the sunshine, working on my tan. You know what I'm saying? Working on the views. You know what I mean? And oh, it's a rainforest. That's what this is called. A rainforest. This is part of the Indonesian rainforest. There's one in the Amazon, and I think there's one somewhere else. This one's near the Mekong, but I forget what it's called, motherfucker. What's it called? The rainforest. There's another rainforest. Like Amazon is the lungs of the planet. This is the Indonesian chain of rainforests, and this is why I come here. So, as always, peace and love. And Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Phoenix. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of fear, the other side of excuses, and the other side of the world, because that's where I'll be. Peace.